The Tale of Benjamin Bunny Grammar. This video helps you in understanding to analyze not only Benjamin Bunny, but as I have always mentioned, as you grow up, you will know more about people you meet. And come on, let's go to the video. Character analysis of Benjamin Bunny. Let's see his appearance. A boy bunny about 5 to 6 years old with brown fur. He has dark brown eyes similar to his older cousin Peter's brown eyes, and a dark brown coat and a dark green wool hat as well during their adventures. His brown furred ears are white furred at the tip. The hat Benjamin wears looks a lot like the tam o' shanter and wears a green clogs on his feet. Well, what is tam o' shanter? Please go back to Alice in Wonderland and find out what is tam o' shanter. Then we'll read about the personality. Not only is he the child of innocence as well as the youngest, but Benjamin is very scared, shy, loving, sensitive, chubby, gullible, hungry, trusting and naive. In short, he is an easy target for Peter's adventures, dares. Benjamin always feels extremely scared, wimpy, frightened, klutzy, starving, shy, irresponsible and reluctant at tasks while going on adventures. Nonetheless, he still musters up enough courage to become brave when the crucial moment comes and he learns his lessons. In this passage, if you notice, there are many adjectives. So, what is an adjective? An adjective is a word that describes the noun. So, all the adjectives given are describing Benjamin Bunny, and we will go to the adjective part at the end of the lesson. Next, we'll learn some vocabulary words. Shrunk. Shrunk means become smaller in size. Planks. Long, thin and flat pieces of wood. Mortar. A mixture of sand, cement and water used to join bricks or stones together. Find or replace synonyms and make sentences. Scared. Scared means to be afraid of or to be frightened. Peter Rabbit was petrified to see Mr. McGregor walking in the garden. Here I have used petrified instead of scared. According to the story, petrified means to be surprisingly shocked with fear. Walked fast. Mr. McGregor stomped all over the garden in search of Peter Rabbit. Stomped means to walk with big strides, making noise. Homespun fluffy masterpiece. Homemade delicious buns which are soft and fluffy according to this story, where the mother rabbit makes delicious buns for her leverets. But actually, homespun masterpiece means something which is sophisticated and perfect. Now here is a passage where I have used the word scared. I'll read out the passage for you, and you have to change the word and replace it with synonym sentences or synonyms. Now let's go to the question passage. Let's continue with the answers. For the word scared, and we are replacing it with meaningful sentences. Little Lulu was new to school. She had very few friends. When she came to know about Bully Parmita, her heart pounded against her ribcage. When she came taunting, Lulu wanted to run, but she stood rooted to the ground and could not move. Parmita laughed to see Lulu trembling. She lowered down to Lulu's frightened face and said, "Give me that beautiful pencil box of yours." The next passage. Lulu, little Lulu, felt chills tingled down her spine. Big Bully Parmita gave her a glare. Lulu wanted to run, but she was frozen with fear. The Bully Parmita laughed to see the trembling Lulu. She towered over Lulu and said, "You little fry, could you give me that pretty pencil box of yours?" So saying, she tossed it over Lulu's head. Now, let me explain the meanings. Her heart pounded against her rib cage. What does that mean? When we are afraid of something, our heartbeat goes up. And then there is a word called taunting. Taunting means like barging, the bully barging against the timid Lulu. Then she stood rooted to the ground and could not move. Usually, when a fast vehicle comes or a dog rushes towards us, for a moment we do not know what to do, and our legs are fixed firm to the ground and we are unable to move. So that's she stood rooted to the ground. Trembling means shivering. Frightened means, yes, of course, it's scared. Lulu felt chills tingling or tingled down her spine. When we are very frightened, we can see small drops of sweat at the back from the neck to our spine. Small droplets drop towards the spine. That is called tingled down her spine. And then you would have watched two words. One is lowered and one is towered. Parmita is a big, fat, tall girl and Lulu is a very tiny one. So the big Parmita had to lower down herself and see the frightened face and talk to the trembling Lulu. So here Parmita is lowering down, and the next passage says she towered over Lulu. Towered means something big and tall, and sometimes it is not liked by others. So when Lulu towered means it is exactly pouncing on Lulu and saying and asking her to not only give the box, she grabs it and tosses it over her head. I hope I have been clear enough to make you understand. Let's go to the next passage. Find or replace synonyms. Scared. Scared means frightened. Peter Rabbit was petrified to see Mr. Gregor walking in the garden. Petrified means to get afraid surprisingly. When you don't expect something, and when Peter Rabbit did not expect McGregor coming, he was suddenly shocked and feared. This is called petrified. Walked fast. Mr. McGregor stomped all over the garden in search of Peter Rabbit. When Mr. McGregor returned, he saw some footprints and he wondered if Peter Rabbit would have come. So he stomped all over the garden, which means he walked fast, making noise with big strides, which means he walked quickly as if he was running. So that is stomping and making sound as you walk fast in the wet mud. Like a homespun masterpiece. Mopsy and Topsy gobbled the bun, which was like which was like a soft and a fluffy bun. Homespun masterpiece means something very sophisticated and very perfect. Homespun masterpiece, homemade delicious buns which are soft and fluffy according to this story. Let's learn homophones. A homophone is a word that is spoken or pronounced in the same way as another word but has different meaning and spelling. The spellings are not same, they are different, but the sound is same and pronounced in the same way. Now let's go to the antonyms. Antonyms are words which are opposite of a word. Below given are a few antonyms. Please jot it down in your notepad. Let's learn some synonyms. Sensitive. Sensitive means responsive to feelings. For example, when someone scolds you in front of everyone, maybe the teacher or the parent or your friend who make you feel very bad, you feel it for a very long time and brood over it and feel sad or angry about it. So this is called being sensitive. Example, Vani is a very sensitive person. She feels very bad when she is insulted in front of everyone. The next one is gullible. Gullible means can be easily tricked and who is very innocent. There are a few people who are so ignorant and very, very innocent that they don't know that many tricky things are happening behind their back. And when once they come to know, they can do nothing about it and they feel the loss. This is called to be innocent or can be easily tricked. Knave. Knave is another word which is also innocent or very simple. There are a few people who are very famous or rich and maybe a scholar or a very good speaker, yet they are very naive. Means yet they are very simple. Then klutzy. If you have read my Twilight Classroom, you would have known the word klutzy, which means clumsy. Whoever is the person, they eat clumsily or their action are very clumsy. And then wimpy. Wimpy means feeble, coward or cowardly or very weak. Some people are very coward that they are not able to retort even when someone is insulting right in front of them. So that is called wimpy. Reluctant. Reluctant means hesitant or disinclined. Disinclined means not very interested. I was reluctant to go outside because it was raining heavily. So this is the synonym part. And to improve more as you grow up, and since your exposure to speak with your friends is not showing up much, I would like to tell you I am preparing worksheets for synonyms and antonyms and sentences along with comprehension and composition. Online classes for kids to improve English through conversation is also undertaken. Today we are going to learn adjective order. In this video, you will be able to learn and understand the series of adjectives, and also you will be able to arrange adjectives in the correct order. And you have to follow the formula if you want to write the sentences correctly. You can call it a formula or a rule. It is used like this with 10 points: determiner, opinion, size, shape, age, color, origin, material, purpose, and noun. It always ends with a noun. This order should be used according to your class. Now we'll go to the sentence. A small suitcase red. Is this sentence correct? No, it is jumbled. How should you write it? A small red suitcase. A small red suitcase. Determiner, the opinion or size, and then there is no shape or no age. Next comes the color, and then ends with the noun. A small red suitcase. The second one, the silk blue new t-shirt. Now the answer. The is the determiner, new is your opinion, and there is no size, shape, age. Then comes the color, and then there is no origin. Then there is the material, and it ends with the noun, the new blue silk t-shirt. And the third one, an wooden ugly chair. This is also incorrect. You have to write an ugly wooden chair. An is the determiner. Your opinion about it is ugly and it is made of wood. And then ends with the noun chair. The next one is this kitchen table new round. But the answer is this new round kitchen table. This is the determiner. New is the opinion you have about the kitchen table, and then comes the size and the shape. The shape, it is round, and then ends with the noun kitchen table. This new round kitchen table. Now I think I am quite clear with the answers, and I will also like to tell you that I have prepared some adjective order sentences according to your classes from class 1 to class 5.